Hello, have you noticed that we humans often fall into ironic situations? And so do animals. The world situation has changed, and now a lot of people need help. But that doesn't mean we no need to pay attention to animals that need our assistance. So today I want to show you again, touching animal rescues. This horse fell into the concrete pipe. Because of the small pipe, the horse could not get out. These men tried to find ways to help the horse out of that concrete pipe. After using a concrete pipe saw, they successfully pulled the horse out of it. The abandoned calf lying in the water, completely helpless and starving. When the people found it, it was awake but not moving at all. They took the animal to the hospital where the vets did all that was needed to bring it back to life. Luckily, he doesn't have any what kind of injury, and it's finally recovering. While looking for food with his kind, this baby elephant unfortunately fell into this muddy hole and was unable to climb out on his own. This group of men immediately rescued it and brought it back safely to its mother. This elephant was wiggling helplessly when it fell into the swamp and flipped over. Thanks to the excavator that moved the mud away and created a path for the elephant, it was successfully rescued. This hippo unfortunately fell into a canal, and because it was so heavy, it made it difficult to pull it up. Plus, its resistance made the rescue even more difficult. However, these people handled it skillfully and finally got it out of this trap. This poor fox has had a big rock on his tail. I'm sure it will cause pain for the fox. Luckily, it was rescued by a human-driven excavator to move the rock. After being rescued, it ran quickly into the forest. I don't understand why the buffalo fell into the water channel, but unfortunately, the shore was so high that it couldn't get out on its own. These people they discovered and approached it, led it to the shore. They even used professional tractors to pull it out of the water channel. Look into the eyes of this deer. It seems very desperate when it accidentally fell into the mud pit and couldn't climb to the shore. Then there was a group of people riding bicycles, saw it and joined forces to pull it ashore. This calf fell into a ditch, and worse still, its area is so narrow that the calf is shaking and unable to move. The men tried their best to pull the calf out of the ditch. What an ironic situation for this calf. Hopefully it won't happen again. This dog is having difficulty moving due to its leg disability. Looking at its shabby appearance, it must have had bad experiences. Fortunately, it was taken home by the kind girl to take care of, so the dog has returned to a better condition. A baby deer fell into a swimming pool in a private garden, and maybe the water was quite cold, and the poor animal was extremely exhausted. Fortunately, these kind people showed up, tried to reach it, and eventually got it out of the pool. After checking, they found that the deer had lost its low limb partially, but it probably lived well with that leg and ran quickly back into the forest. The diver was exploring the ocean when he discovered a turtle stuck in a fishing net. It seemed scared. The net was wrapped around its shell and body. It's scary to imagine what would have happened to that turtle if those divers hadn't swam through. The diver didn't have a knife. He had to remove the net himself. It took about 5 minutes, but everything was done well and the turtle was released. This man was walking when he noticed a strange object. It was a turtle that was overturned, and I think it wouldn't be able to turn itself over without the help of this man. This kind man even stood by to make sure the turtle made it back safely to its home. Fast-moving water is always a threat to land animals, and in the video, the gorilla is being carried away by the current and is struggling in vain. Luckily, this kind man appeared with a tree trunk to make way for the gorilla to go ashore. This mother duck was really worried her duckling is in dire need of help. The poor baby fell down the drain. People found the unlucky family and called the rescue team. The rescuer used special equipment to open the drain and go down inside it. He took the ducklings out. When all the babies were saved, the rescue force freed them near their mother. The family was reunited happily. While scuba diving to explore the ocean, this man spotted a shark approaching him and stopped as if to say something. From experience, this man knew this shark was calling for help because he saw a hook stuck in the shark's body. Without hesitation, he managed to get the hook out of the shark's body right away. This kangaroo was floating in the water without knowing how to swim to the shore, and this man became its savior when he saw the kangaroo in need of help. He approached in the canoe and safely brought it to shore. Do you see any animals behind the thick bushes? It was a dog. Maybe it was surrounded by water so he couldn't get out, and this kind boy helped him to do this. The boy brought the dog to the shore safely. The dog has fallen into this trap for a long time, and I don't know what his fate would have been without the help of these kind rescuers. You see, this was a difficult rescue due to the heavy snow, but by working together, they succeeded in saving the dog from the trap. This woman seems to have discovered something. She brought a ladder and put it in the trash. Oh, the cubs fell in the trash, and the mother bear didn't know how to save her cubs. Thanks to the girl's help, the cubs were reunited with their mother. This poor piglet struggled a lot to keep himself afloat before someone came to save him. After successfully rescuing the pig, these kind people kept warm and fed it. This leopard accidentally jumped into the well, and because the well was so deep and wide it couldn't get out. These villagers gathered to take the ladder down to the well to save the leopard. It finally found its way up to the shore from that ladder and got out of the well safely. This dolphin swam around the diver as if signaling something. The diver noticed that the dolphin's swimming posture was unusual and tried to approach to find out why. Then he discovered the dolphin had a rope wrapped around its fin. and he patiently untied the rope to help the dolphin. This sperm whale was discovered by a diver with the rope tied to the bottom of its jaws and teeth. This rope must have limited its ability to move and eat. The diver began to cut the rope, being careful not to cut into the whale's flesh during the action. After a few minutes, the rope around the whale's jaw emerged, and the whale was free. This fish approached these people's boats looking for only one thing: help. The people on the boat also gradually noticed that its body was wrapped by a long rope. After only a few minutes, the man cut the rope with a sharp knife and the fish was finally free. This man was sailing in the sea when a group of dolphins approached. One of them swam unnaturally. After looking closely, he discovered that there was a dolphin with the rope wrapped around its body. He managed to pull the dolphin closer and even jumped into the water so he could cut the dolphin's rope. What a nice man. This penguin has been stuck in the ice alone and definitely has no chance to survive. After being stuck for a while, the penguin can stick its head out on its own, but the trap is deep, so it can't move. Explorers discovered it and tried to pull the penguin out, but failed. The second time they dug the snow and the penguin finally got out and quickly went to his friends. I don't understand why this bear climbed up the tree branch and ended up in the ironic situation of being stuck on the branch and unable to climb down. Luckily, someone saw it, and this man did not hesitate to climb the tree and bring the bear to the ground safely. Okay, did the animal rescue moments in this video move you? If not, check out the following adorable moments between people and their pets. The above are ironic situations that animals encounter, but through that we see clearly the kindness of people, from which we have more faith in the relationship between people and animals.
Tôi thường xuyên nhắc nhở đội nhóm phát triển thành chuyên gia và tăng cường trả giá trị. 10. Khán giả trở thành người tốt hơn.